Well, for today, what we're going to do is learn how to space the paper out and get it ready for printmaking. Step one is to put your name on the paper, because if you don't put your name on the paper, somebody else will take it and all your hard work will go to somebody else. So I am facing my paper, and as you are facing your paper, you're going to put your first and your last name in the upper left-hand corner. And you're going to put your class also, 6A or 6B, whichever class you're in. And then you're going to flip that paper over so that the name is on the back. But your name goes in the upper left-hand corner. Now, I have a template of a ruler. I cut out a green ruler out of a tag board, but it's actually a template because all I'm going to use it for is measuring and spacing things out. So what I'm going to do is create spaces that are exactly the same shape and the same size and the same distance apart. To do that, I have to take my green template and line it up at the top of my white paper. It's got to be exactly even with the edge of the white paper. And so I'm going to scoot it up there so it's perfectly even. I'm going to hold my hand right in the middle firmly, and with my Sharpie, you're going to be using a pencil, and you're going to draw lightly because you don't really want the pencil lines to show, but I'm going to use a Sharpie so that they show up well on the video. The problem with a Sharpie is if you make a mistake, you can't fix it. With a pencil, you can erase. You lift that up, and then you bring the template down. You're going to take the top of the template, you're going to line it up with the first line that you drew. It's got to be as accurate as you can get it. Put your hand right in the middle, hold it firmly, and draw your second line. Lift the template up, put it down one, line it up with the line that you just drew. Get it as lined up as accurately as you possibly can. Put your hand in the middle, hold firmly, and draw. Now, it is important to hold the pencil upright at a right angle when you draw. If you hold it slanted, it's going to go underneath the template, and then you won't have a straight line. So when you're drawing with your pencil or your Sharpie, whatever you have, in my case it's a Sharpie, you want to make sure that pencil or that writing tool is straight up and down at a right angle to the paper so that it does not slip underneath the template. Now, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces that are perfectly equal distance apart from left to right, top to bottom, and I have a little bit of space left over on the bottom. This space is going to be cut out, so don't even worry about that. Now I'm going to be doing my vertical lines. These are my horizontal. To do the vertical lines, I'm actually going to turn my paper, one turn, because it's easier for me to line up my template this way. So I'm going to repeat the same process all over again, lining up at the top edge of the paper, getting it as accurate as possible, putting my hand right in the middle, holding the paper firmly, and drawing straight across. Line the second one up, hold my hand firmly, hold my writing tool straight up, and draw straight across. I'm going to repeat this process all the way down. As I said, the thing that's very important is that your template is lined up perfectly with the last line that you drew. Now, this is a way of measuring to get equal spaces, same size, without using an actual ruler and without measuring. Oops, see right there, I slipped a little bit. I've got to make sure that that template is lined up again before I start drawing. Now, I'm a person who cannot draw a straight line without a straight edge. This template is also called a straight edge. And so it's really not cheating to do this. This is really the way you're supposed to do it. And that should leave me exactly one space left over if my paper is cut correctly. And now I have my paper ready to go, and it will be ready for my next step, which will be printing. And you can see one of my stampers fits perfectly inside each one of those spaces. So thank you very much. If you did not remember the first thing I said, I'm going to repeat it. Your name goes in the upper left-hand corner, first, last, and your grade and the day that you come to class. Thank you, and we'll talk about the next step tomorrow.